Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead. Harper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle with the 15 to the 20, breaks free to the 25 to the 30 to the outside. 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the coast, 20, 15, Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this Valentine's Hump Day, Ash Wednesday edition of the of Shawn and Maya in the morning. Hey, good morning, folks. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. Man, what a modge podge of things. Today is Hump Day. Today's Valentine's Day. And today's Ash Wednesday. So we got Hump Day combined with Valentine's Day so people can get their hump on. Cue up Bobby Brown humping around. And this is all after you go get your ashes of being a good Catholic. What a crazy, crazy, crazy day. This is what it's called when worlds collide. Oh, man, listen, if you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Go to the show's page. Go to Shawn and Maya in the morning as well. Like that page as well. So not only will you be following Sports Zone Chicago, but you'll be following my show, Shawn and Maya in the morning. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, man. Listen, go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, okay? Click the subscribe button, and also click the notification button. That's the little bell right next to it, and that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, if you're watching this on our mobile app, thank you very much. Wait, please don't tell me you didn't know we had a mobile app. Oh, my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. We have our own mobile app. So listen, wherever you get your apps from, and it doesn't matter where you get your apps from, whether it's iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Walmart, Kmart, 7-Eleven, Zayre, Zemsky, Macy, Montgomery Ward, Woolworths, Venture, doesn't matter. You go there, you type in Sports Zone Chicago, you download it, you take us with you on the go. So not only do you get Shawn and Maya in the morning 3 days a week, not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook and YouTube, but I'll tell you what, we give you a slew. And I mean a slew of articles, thanks to my man Clarence Council III. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. Now, if you're watching this on a Roku channel, I like that kind of party, baby, because Sports Zone Chicago, we have our own Roku channel. Yeah. Come on now, baby. We're up on it. So do us a favor. Okay? Look it. Justin Fields is fired up that Sports Zone Chicago has our own Roku channel and that he's going to be the starting quarterback for the Bears in the future. I had to take a shot at everybody. Well, listen, download. If you have a Roku television in the house, download Sports Zone Chicago's channel to your television. Put it right there next to Netflix, Hulu, Disney, Prime, Oh, I'm drinking my tea, and man, it's hot. Whew. Prime stars. I'm telling you, the season finale of Raising Kanan was crazy. Crazy. And put Sports Zone Chicago's channel right there, smack dab in the middle of all of it. Now you can also tweet the show. You can tweet us at Sports Zone Shy, that's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me personally online, you want to know what I did? Well, let me tell you what I did. You want to know what I did? Here's what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. If you're watching us, it's at the bottom of the screen. One handle, all one handle at the Shawn Sierra. THESHAWN SIERRA. If you want to follow my lovely co-host Maya Akai, you can follow her on Facebook and Twitter at the Sports Chica. If you want to follow her on Instagram because you're an IG and you do it just for the gram, we'll just follow her at Maya_Akai. It's MAYA_AKAI. Man, we got a good show for you today, man. I'm fired up about it. But you know what? I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's our mobile app, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here in the thread. We'll incorporate it into the show. And you know what? That, my peoples, that's what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around. And that's you. So bring them all, baby. We want all the questions, comments, smart ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it, just bring it. Why do my hands look like I'm a robot and stuff? That's crazy. Let's see who's in the chat. The chat seems to be going a little crazy this morning, and I like it. Lavette Lee in the house. Good morning, Mama. Thank you. Happy Hump Day. Happy Valentine's Day. That's what I'm talking about. B Smooth is in the house. Brian Hendren. Yeah, he's in the house. Cornelius Squall's in the house. What up? My man, Armando Emeterio. Lara Jr. My man, Junior's in the house. Thank you, Papa, for tuning in. I appreciate it. My man, Mashawn Wall's in the house. What's up, Papa? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Oh, not only, I should say, yeah, Jeremiah. Well, that's Junior and Patty's grandson. So he's watching because he's at the house with them. So good morning, Jeremiah. Good morning, Armandito. That's their other grandson. He's not watching because he's at school, but I know Junior will show this to him when he gets there, when he comes to Papa's house after school. So Armandito and Jeremiah, good morning, gentlemen. I mean, Keith Harris in the Mickey Ficky house. Good morning, Papa. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And man, from across the pond, top of the morning to you, chap. My man Berlissimo in the Mickey Ficky house from across the pond. I said, you heard me. You done did heard me. Good morning, Papa. Or actually, good afternoon to you over there. I love it. I love it. Brandon Schutz in the house. How you doing, Papa? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Rosa Red, a chalkboard is black. Talk about what you want, except who's quarterback, who's Bears quarterback. I know, because then you're gonna get vilified and whatever. If you don't agree with someone, they're gonna they feel the liberty to, come at you, call you names, and say your mama's a hoe and all this other craziness. Okay, it's cooling off. I didn't do my normal cooling off routine. I tried something else this morning, and it wasn't as effective as my normal cooling off routine because I can't drink tea super hot. So real quick, I take one of the, the meal, the prepackaged meal. How can I say it? When you meal prep and you go buy little containers with the tops. So what I do, and this is just science because I'm a smart kid who went to St. Rita and Holy Cross and all this stuff, is I'll make my tea, right, and put the honey in there and everything else, and all my little natural powders and whatever. And while it's steaming, I pour it into the tray. Okay. Well, there's a bigger surface area, so steam and heat can be released quicker that way, which cools it off quicker, as opposed to just putting in. Especially, don't put it in a Yeti because it keeps the heat in there. But yeah, so you pour it in there, leave it off for like 5 minutes, and just pour it back. It's easy to pour because there's corners, so you pour it right back into your either cup, your mug, or your Yeti or whatever. It's easy to pour back in there, and it's just not as hot. It'll be warm, which makes it a lot easier to drink. Just a quick little thing. And I didn't do that this morning. I tried something else. But you know the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So tomorrow I'm definitely going to go back to that. But let's see who else is in the Brian Schutz. You watching me on the TV on the big screen? Yeah, I like it. Plank, good morning, Baba. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Oh, Sookie now. J2K, the walls of Jericho in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Well, listen, I don't know a lot about a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will chime in as the show goes on. That, my peoples, I can promise you. To all my peoples in the struggle, I can promise you that. Hey, listen, we got a lot to talk about. Pitchers and catchers have reported. I like it a lot. We're going to have some baseball talk today, baby. Baseball talk about 9:30. It's about 9:40. All right, we got some baseball talk. Cub fans, you have a lot to be excited about. Sox fans, we do not. Sox fans, we do not. I'm just keeping it a buck with you, man. You know me. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm going to keep it real. But it is a fun time. It is a fun time. And hope springs eternal. Every year at this point, a lot of cities, a lot of fan bases are excited. They're excited about their baseball team. I mean, I'm telling you, baseball season's fun, man. It is so fun. Like, I'm debating whether or not to go to opening day. I don't want to go. There's no tailgate. My two people that do big tailgates aren't tailgating this year. I'm like, what? Because I told you what I was going to do. So I may have to shell out the $75 for the ticket and the little tailgate. I don't know. I really don't want to, but we'll figure it out. Maybe I can, because there's always last minute tickets. Oh, I can't make it. I can't do this. I can't. Okay, cool. But I digress. So we got a lot of baseball to talk today. All right, we got some Blackhawks to talk. Got some Bulls conversation. We got some Bears conversation. All right, some Bears conversation. We got a lot to talk, baby. So as our old Uncle Hawk Harrelson used to say, sit back, relax, and strap it down. Because we have oh, snap. He just checked in from the left coast. My man, be nice. Brandon Livingston, good morning, Papa. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got a lot to talk, man. Man, Chicago, as much as our baseball teams suck, Cubs suck a lot less than my White Sox. As much as my Blackhawks suck. As much as my Bulls suck and they're just stuck in the middle of mediocrity. It's still a lot to talk. As much as my Chicago Bears fan base is divided, man, there's still a lot to talk. It's crazy. It is nutso. It is nutso. But guys, you know how we do. The first segment of every show is called Top of the...
It won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
So let me see. Let me see where we're going to go. Which way do we go? You know how we figure out what we're going to do. It is usually just, what are you doing? There we go. You crazy son of a gun. Well, yeah, here we go. That was a little crazy. I was wondering why that wasn't coming up and acting crazy, but, you know. Got our first top of the morning topic, and it's a rough one. It's a rough one. We start off with this. Oh goodness! Didn't I tell you he's gonna? as bad as our teams are doing, it's going to be I don't know. Why are you doing that? Why are you not? There we go. There we go. I don't even know what the hell that was all about. Well, the first top of the morning topic, my Blackhawks. Thank you, Blackhawks. My Blackhawks. They fall yesterday to the Vancouver Canucks 4-2. Peter Mrazek, he stopped 34 of 38 shots. Tyler Johnson lit the lamp for the 10th time this season. Kevin Korchinski also lit the lamp for his 3rd time this season. Kurashev got his 20th helper. Foligno his 10th. Donato his 9th. And Lucas Reichel added his 7th helper of the season. You know, when is Connor Bedard coming back? When are you coming back, Connor? I believe he's coming. They said that he might come back next week. Yeah, about 6 weeks after. He said it was a 6 to 8 week injury when he broke his jaw. So hopefully he's back soon. You know, but here's the one thing. Let me say this. Let me preface this by saying this. I love Connor Bedard and the promise that he brings, the talent that he brings to the ice, to the city. But if you got to hold him out another week or 2, or 5, or a month and a half, 2 months, I don't care. There's no need to come back. There's no need to come back so soon. Okay, Steve-O. God bless it. See if you get off of YouTube. Yeah, you know, we just no need for him to come back quickly. There's no need for him to come back quickly. All right, we're not competing for anything. You know, just take your time with him. This kid is a talent. This kid is a generational talent. You know what's funny? I didn't even plan to go down this path, but hockey gets that right. Like, they don't tout people as the next generational talent unless there's the next generational talent. Like, every 6 years, there's one guy who comes along. 5 or 6 years, sometimes more, sometimes less. And you get them. And, you know, you got Austin Matthews over Toronto. You had Conor McGregor with the Oilers. All right, those are probably the last 2 generational players they talked about. And they are. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Those guys are something different. Connor Bedard is in that category. The NHL doesn't just throw it around all willy-nilly now. All willy-nilly. But when they say someone's generational, man. But I digress. I digress because I don't want. We have enough of that conversation just ready in a little bit. You know what I mean? It's and I'll get to it. I'll get to Jared. Get to that. I'll get to the interview. But listen, the next top of the morning topic, the Blackhawks. We're going to stay with them. The Blackhawks host the Pittsburgh Penguins tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at the United Center. Puck drop at 7:30. You can watch that game on NBC Sports Chicago, or you can check it out on their flagship station. All right, 7:20 a.m. Okay, you could do that. But before you check out the Blackhawks tomorrow night, you could do this. You could check out, and this is the next top of the morning topic, you can check out the Bulls tonight. The Bulls travel to Cleveland. They travel to the land. All right, to take on the Cavaliers. Tip-off is 6:30. Remember, they're Eastern time, so it's 6:30 our time. You can catch that game on NBC Sports Chicago, or it's on the 4-letter network tonight. Well, that's a shocker. Okay. You can catch that on ESPN as well. And if you want to listen to it, you can listen to it on their flagship station, 670 AM. You know, people are, man, there's tons of people. Man, people are jumping in the chat. I love it. Yeah, it'll be sweet, man. I can't wait to head out there, link up with you, link up with my guy Victor. My guy Victor is a guy that I've known since kindergarten. We started kindergarten, first, second, and third grade. We went to before I moved, and we recently reconnected. We hung out up until high school, and then we lost touch. We reconnected like 2 years ago. But anyway, he lives out there. He's doing phenomenal. He worked with who's that famous Skip Bayless? Not Skip. No, the famous chef Rick Bayless, not Skip Bayless. Rick. All right, he worked with him. He does all the W hotels. He's like a crazy famous and important chef. Like he starts all the W hotels wherever he's been in, like 35, 40 countries. He lives out there, and he's like, dude, you got to come out. You got to come out. And he kept bothering me, but with stuff here. So finally, when the schedule came out, or the opponents came out and where we were playing them, home or away, I was like, oh, I bet for sure. I'll as soon as the date comes out for that game, I'll buy my ticket as soon as the date comes out. So yeah, I'll be out there when the Bears play the Niners, and see my boy Victor, his wife, his newborn son. Is he a year old? No, he's not a year old yet. And I'll be able to see you and your turf. You hung out with me and my turf. Now I get to see you and your turf. But yeah, it's gonna be it'll definitely be a good time, man. It'll actually be a great time because yeah. I'm seeing a lot of stuff here, and everyone's talking about. Oh, he's in the house. James Ford, what's up, Papa? Good morning, James Ford. James Ford's he's in the house, baby. Keith Harris. I don't know if I said hi to you, Papa. Good morning. I think I might have, but if I did, then I'm saying hi twice. I will talk about those. I'll talk about that as well. Which Connor Bedard or Conor McGregor? Somehow I don't think hockey guys paint their nails. I could be wrong. I could be generalizing. I could be stereotyping, but I don't think hockey guys paint their nails. Vernon, what's up, Baba? Good morning. NFL Combine in Chicago? No. It's always in Indianapolis. It's going. So I'm actually trying to get credentials for that. So I actually got to talk to my guy today about applying for credentials for that, and this week, see if we can get that. Well, we can get some credentials. Me and a photographer down there. That would be dope. No, but it's in Indy. It's in Indy. I don't think it's gonna move anytime soon. But I think they're set with it in Indy. Because what the hell's in Indy? You know what I mean? Like, what's in Indy? It's a cool town, but that's what they have. You know what I mean? Like they got the NFL Combine. So cool. That's fine. I don't think it'll ever be here in Chicago. I don't think they're ever going to move it like they did the NFL draft. I think they're set with it. Yeah, NFL All-Star Weekend is there too. Yes. I mean, NBA All-Star Weekend. It's in Naptown. Yes. Yeah, it's going to be Naptown's going to be hopping. Naptown's going to be I'm telling you, Indianapolis is on the down low. Like if you don't know, like Indy's pretty happening. I mean, they got a little bar scene. They don't have a lot of else, but it's a pretty cool town, especially for people of color. It's a really, really popular town. So they're doing their thing on the low, but it's every year that goes by, more and more people are finding out about Naptown. AC Adam in the Mickey Ficky house. Good morning, Papa. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Oh man. You know, let me tell you something. I I talked about baseball. And baseball's fun. You know, baseball's fun. And if you don't like it, I suggest you check it out. I know you talk about boring and this and it can be boring and it is. It's a very slow game. But you have to remember the thing with baseball, it's called, and this is the next top of the morning topic. Pitchers and catchers report today for the White Sox and the Cubs. Right? Cubs, they have their first, I think the pitchers technically reported yesterday for the Cubs, and their first workout is today, but we'll just say pitchers and catchers report today. It was called America's favorite pastime. All right. And granted, there wasn't a lot of other shit going on. Football wasn't popular. NBA wasn't popular. There weren't streaming services. There wasn't cable. There weren't all these plays. It was a different time. Okay. It's a different time. Baseball is more personal. Okay. It's more personal than other sports because hockey, action's up and down. Basketball, action's up and down. A lot more timeouts now and everything. Football, you're glued. It's like every 4 seconds, 5 seconds, it's like intense for 4 or 5 seconds, like, whoa, man, and you rest. But baseball is more personal in that the conversations that are had. The conversations that are had during a baseball game run the gamut. Because of all the downtime. And this is why baseball is so important to a lot of people. All right, because it's a bonding time. And if you don't go, and I'm telling you, if you just try it. If you're not a baseball fan, cool, but just try it. I mean, what's the worst that happen? You lose, one day. Oh my God, trust me, I'm sure you've done other shit that wasted time. That's time you couldn't get back. You know what I mean? Pick a team: Cubs, Sox, Brewers, Cardinals, Angels, Rangers, Marlins, wherever you live. Take your son, take your daughter, take your significant other. The conversations that are had at the baseball game, between pitches, between innings, between pitching changes. All right. That's what makes baseball so special. That's what makes it. That's why when, the Red Sox won the World Series in 2004 for the first time in 80-something years, people were going crazy. Fever pitch and everything. The movie, which again, that shows me I think everything is rigged, but that's a whole other story. I'm a conspiracy theorist anyway. How do they have Jimmy Fallon there and that whole thing that year? I digress. And then when the White Sox won it in 2005, and then when the Cubs won it in 2016, like you see the passion, the emotion. Why? Because a lot of times people said, hey, this is how I bonded with my dad. This is how I bonded with my mom. Me and my brothers used to sneak into Fenway Park and Wrigley Field and Comiskey Park and all these other stuff and go there to hang out and ditch school. All these things, all the memories you have. And again, it's personal because of the conversation. You talk a lot in baseball games because there's a lot of downtime. Just try it. Just try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it again. You don't have to do it again. If your team's winning, cool. We get a hit, yay, strike out, cool. And then you feel the vibe. And here's the one thing you will feel. You'll feel the energy. Like you could be talking to whoever you bring, your kids, your parents, significant other, or just your friends, your boys, the boys' day out. But you feel the environment when it changes. Like if there's a big moment in the game, you feel it. The organist usually will help with the music, and there's a vibe in the crowd. Like, oh shit, it's important. It's down to the 7th inning. Let's go. It's a cool experience. Just try it. Like I said, I suggest you take your someone that you care about, either your kids, start building a relationship with them. All right, your significant other, like, dude, that's our thing. You know what I mean? Like, and that's you guys go. Trust me, you can never have too many cool points with the misses. That's for sure. And as many our things as you can have. You could never have too many our things. Okay. Or just your boys, like me and my boys, we do this all the time. We do this, we do that, and we'll go on a road trip, and theirs creates other things, like another road trip for us to go to. We're talking about possibly going to Milwaukee again. I'm not picking a hotel this time, no more dead bodies, but we're going to Milwaukee when the Sox play the Brewers this year. All right, Sports Zone Chicago is talking about doing that, talking about going to other places as well. So just try it. Just try it. You'll be surprised. You'll definitely be surprised at the amount of bonding you can do with whoever it is that you go with. And, it's fun, man. Like, I really would like to get back to my guys from my Rita guys. We start off at Cork and Carey's across the street from Armour Park, and throw a few back, and then walk across and just act a fool and just act a fool, just like we did in high school, except we're not fighting anybody this time. Well, not yet anyway. Anyway, it's a great time, man. Let's see, this chat is jumping over here, boy. Let me see. No, Connor doesn't paint his nails. He's talking about oh, you know what? And I also must say, a happy Valentine's Day. Hey, you make happy Valentine's Day to all my peoples. I know it's a Hallmark holiday and whatever, but it means a lot to our significant others and whatever. But happy Valentine's Day to everybody here. I hope you guys have a good time. All right. I hope you get your little lady some flowers and some. If you can't, take her out to dinner, or if you want, make her dinner. All right. Trust me, they would appreciate that even more. I also want to say happy birthday to my guy Steve Weekly, my producer. I hope you're not bullshitting me, you crazy son of a bitch. What, my man Steve's birthday today? But yeah, so happy Valentine's Day, guys. Enjoy it. All right, make it special. Like I said, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. I think we all know that. I think we all know that. If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. So here's a good way to gain a lot of cool points. And trust me, I think truer words were never spoken when I say this, that you can never, ever, 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 ever have too many cool points when it comes to the misses. Can never have too many cool points, because that shit can be depleted in a heartbeat, which is one thing that we didn't even realize we do. But anyway, let's take a quick break. Let's take a quick break, and on the other side of the break, we'll talk some baseball. We'll talk some baseball. All right, so don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Brian Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face. Ugly.
Hey, bud, what you doing?
I'm playing with cars.
Cars? Can you show me what a car does? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. First of all, this is a school zone. So you need to put down your cell phone, stop texting, and let's get to driving. Now you're coming up to a stop sign, right? You need to slow down and stop before you hit that Y line. I want you to look left, right, left. You don't want to get hit by a car going on your left, and to your right to make sure you don't get sideswiped by a guy coming from your right. You're coming, and you see a crosswalk. You better slow your horses down, because the #1 rule of driving is always yield to pedestrians. Now stop, pull over, and you are done driving. Gosh, what do they teach you kids in school nowadays?
Oh yeah, and most definitely, man, I want to give a shout out to Mark Sadowski, man, because I know the story of Mark and what happened during draft day in the room. And man, I know that this guy here was probably about to get in a fight with 3-4 guys in the draft room, man. And for them guys to go ahead and say, hey man, this is your draft pick. This gonna fall on you, man. And I'm hoping that, man, listen, I made Mark proud as well.
Yeah, Mark Sadowski, for sure. Chicago born and bred. He knew what he was talking about.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago, the clip courtesy of the Chicago Bears. That was Devin Hester when he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. You saw he was being interviewed by Jeff Joniak, and I wanted just to take a shout out to my guy, Mark Sadowski, a good friend of mine, St. Rita alum. Good, like I said, good friend of mine. He was the director of college scouting for the Bears for a long time, and you saw look at the contributions he made to this Bears organization. He's on the table. You heard Devin Hester say it. He was on the table, ready to fight people, saying how special this guy can be. And see, this is the things that we don't see. These are the things we don't know until stories like this come out. And I just want to give my man some flowers, my man Mark Sadowski. He's with the Pittsburgh Steelers now, in their front office, in their scouting department. But I just want to say what's up to my man and let everyone know that, or let him know that I appreciate what he did for our Bears. He's also looked at Matt Forte because actually he went to Tulane. He went to Tulane, played running back there, and he got hurt his knee, but then he started looking, became the coach and a scout and things like that. So it was easy for him to go back to his alma mater, find a guy named Matt Forte, and the rest, as they say, is history. So Mark Sadowski has had some phenomenal I don't want to say discoveries, but recommendations to the Bears organization that have turned out pretty darn well. So just wanted to say that. Yeah, folks, you know what? It is a very, very, very important day to a lot of people. Okay? Very important day. Because pitchers and catchers report today. All right. The sign, so to speak, a new beginning, and there's always a revived hope. Okay. Now, For White Sox fans, we know there ain't no damn hope. Not this year. Not this year. Not after all the nonsense that, this organization has gone. Yeah. No. Okay. Cub fans, though, there's a lot. Let's start with the White Sox. We're talking about Pedro Grifol. Like, what does he do? Like, Pedro seems like a no-nonsense kind of guy. I mean, yeah, he have fun. All right. He seems like a very intense guy. And how do you bounce back from a 101 loss season? How do you do that when the majority of your relievers who are very successful have been traded? They're dealt. So now you don't have a middle relief. You don't have a closer. You don't have your starting shortstop. And by the way, Tim Anderson still hasn't been picked up by anybody. Still. You're going into it with a much depleted rotation. How do you, here's my thought. How do you put Dylan Cease on the trade block? Let everybody, I mean, I saw it on Facebook Market. They're putting him on. I'm kidding, of course. It's in the Reader. But it was everywhere. It was well known that he was on the market. You don't trade him because you're asking for everything in their mama, everything in the kitchen sink. And then you come back and say, oh, you're our day one starter. How does that make him feel? How would you feel? Knowing you're on the trade block and they can't get rid of you. So and now they welcome you back and they tout you like you're the next, like they've loved you this whole time. Pedro Grifol's got a lot to deal with. And hopefully he's got a lot more respect now. Hopefully he's got some equity with that team. And maybe his tough guy style can work more. Because let's not get it twisted. There's still talent on this team. There's still plenty of talent on this team. You're talking about Luis Robert, who's 25, 26. You're talking about Yoel Moncada. You're talking about Eloy Jimenez. You're talking about Andrew Vaughn. You have talent. There is plenty of talent here. Can he get it to play together? Will everyone buy in? Because that's it. You have to have people buy in. Baseball is such a weird sport. It's the most individual sport in a team concept. All right? The most individual in the team concept. Because there's nobody who helps you when you're at the plate. All right, running back, quarterback doesn't have the help of the offensive line, doesn't have the help of a wide receiver making a phenomenal catch. Running backs don't have the help of an offensive lineman or the wide receivers with blocking. No, it's you versus the pitcher and the defensive setup. So it's literally you versus 9 people when you're up there, when you're on offense. So can we get guys to hit 300? Can we get guys that come up with clutch hits? Can we get guys that steal bases? Can we get guys that hit the damn cutoff man? Like the thing that I talk about, hell, I talk about it in all sports. It's the same. The ultimate thing, the base, the ground floor, actually, the foundation is fundamentals. I don't care if we're talking football, basketball, hockey, soccer, highlight, wrestling. It doesn't matter. The fundamentals are the foundation. Are they going to be fundamentally sound? Fundamentally sound teams, if you don't have a lot of talent, which the White Sox do, they have a lot of talent. But if you're a fundamentally sound team, you have as good a chance to beat a team that is much more talented, that is not fundamentally sound or plays together. Can Pedro get these guys to master the fundamentals? Can he? That's the question. Can he? Because if you can, people are going to say, wow, what the heck? Why are they so good this year? They lost this guy, this guy, and they're much better. There's no secret. There's no magic formula for this. It's about getting your mind right. It's about understanding that sometimes you have to get the guy over to you have to hit the ball to the right side of the field to get the guy to third. You're gonna have to bunt it at the third baseman to get the guy over to third. You're just gonna have to. And you're gonna give up an at bat. Cool. But it's for the betterment of the team. Can you get that down? When I talk about fundamentals, how many of these guys are gonna be working in the backfield? Bunting. You know, you can get a pitching coach. You can get one of the young pitchers. I just need you to throw the ball. Throw me fastball, curveball, slider. Fastball, curveball, slider. I don't even need a catcher. We'll just put it'll hit the backstop. If I don't lay it down, it just hits the backstop. We'll collect the balls later. Just sit there, work on bunting. 10 minutes a day. Because when you need it, and you have that 10 minutes a day, that 10 minutes a day adds up. Adds up. Adds up. And what the hell are you doing out there anyway? You're in Arizona. You ain't got shit else to do. This is your job. You're not in games yet. You're working out. You're literally just trying to get back into shape. So will Pedro fall beyond his players, beyond him for the fundamentals? Because if he can, the White Sox can have a good season. It can be over 500. Maybe contend for a wild card. That's a stretch, but that's a possibility because they have that much talent. They don't have great pitching, but they have that much talent. And on the north side, the Cubs, you got your manager. There's a lot higher expectations for those guys than there are for the south side. You got your manager. Man, everybody's fired up about Craig Counsell. Still haven't Here's the thing. I think you're in a good position. I think with Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger hasn't signed yet. Why? He keeps asking for $200 million. Guess what? No one's giving you $200 million, Cody. It'd have been done already. It would have been done already. And at some point, he's got to realize the agent, Scott Boras, works for you. You don't work for him. And if you say, hey, I'll take $180 million, he's going to have to go to the team with that. He's going to have to go to the team with that and say, hey, or go to his manager and say, hey, go to his agent and say, hey, listen, start saying I'll take 180. I'll start with 190, but I'll negotiate to 180. I'll go down to 180. And the longer this goes, the more the Cubs are the more leverage the Cubs have. Because I think the Cubs will pay him 170, 180. Does he want to come back? And I ain't mad at him. Right now it's cat and mouse and negotiating. Like when my guy George Costanza said, it's negotiation. All right. Scott Boras has one job. Get the most for his clients. And he's done that so well throughout his career for so many people. And the organization's job is to pay as little as they can for labor. In this case, baseball players. They're players. So they're just their existence, they're on opposite sides. So they're going to have to come to an agreement somewhere in the middle. Because I'll tell you what, you get Cody Bellinger, it's going to be a rocking time on the north side. More so than it probably will be already. All right, you get Cody Bellinger back. If you do, for a whole season, hopefully he's not hurt again. He comes back healthy. Do you realize, can you imagine what that dude can do in Wrigley Field in the summer? Actually, you don't even have to imagine. You saw it last year. Now just imagine that for a whole season. That dude was something else. That dude was something else last year. So can you get him? I don't know. I hope so for your sake. I'm telling you, I like Cody Bellinger. I wish him nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. And I hope it's on the north side. As much as I can't stand the Cubs and their fan base, I think it's a perfect fit. I think it's a perfect fit. Dansby Swanson, Cody Bellinger, a couple of nice names, a couple of nice heavy hitters in your lineup. Right-handed, left. No, I don't know. Was Cody Bellinger? I need to double check. Dansby Swanson, is he bat right? Is he right? Hey, Junior, are you Scrub fans? Is Dansby Swanson a right-handed or left-handed batter? I'm Googling it now. Is he a right-handed, left-handed? Oh, here it is. That's right. He's a right-handed batter. So you got a right-handed and left-handed batter. Right-handed batter with Dansby Swanson, left-handed stick with Cody Bellinger if you sign him. Yeah, I don't know, Cornelius. I think you might be able to put the Blackhawks in there. In today's NHL climate, you might be able to put the Blackhawks in there. Had they won in 14 in Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals when the puck deflected off of Nick Leddy's jersey and went back past Corey Crawford into the net, and the Kings went on to win the title. The Cup, I should say. We knew the Blackhawks were going to win the Cup, beating New York. We knew that was going to happen. The Western Conference Finals was the Stanley Cup. You might be able to put the Blackhawks in there, 3 and 5. Because, again, had they won it 4 and 5 years, oh, there's no doubt. That would have. So there's a lot going on. Pitchers and catchers, man, you got to be excited. I'm excited. The only reason baseball season's here because I know I'm going to meet a couple of my friends. I know my guy, Emilio Bucks. You've seen him. He's been on my show plenty of times. He's on the Plunked podcast. But that's where I'll meet a lot of friends. Right? It's easy to get down to a Sox game. A lot of tickets available. But easy to get down to a Sox game. Cub fans, same thing. I'm sure it is. Get down there, get to a game, pregame a little bit, whether it's in a parking lot, or you're tailgating, or at a bar. You know what I mean? So it's fun. It's fun, and enjoy it. Hey, you're only going through this thing once, man. This thing called life once. Enjoy it. Try new shit. All right. Make some stuff that you thought you might not like or that you don't. Make it fun. Make it stuff that you do like. Just get out. You know how we are. This is summertime shy. This is summertime shy. Summertime in Chicago. Come on, man. You go right from a Sox game, all right, to a house music party. Right from a Cubs game to a house music party. Or vice versa. You can go, they can have house music. You know, they have house music at Daily Plaza. And hop the train and go to a Sox game at night. Or hop the train north, the red line going north. Catch the Cub game after you have house music for lunch. So many things. Baseball provides so much. And it's much better when your team is good. When your team is perennially in the playoffs. Okay, but it doesn't mean if they're not, it doesn't mean that it can't still be fun. It's just for me as a coach, it's difficult for me just to enjoy it because I look at it as a coach and a former player. I do have a difficult time. I just going as a fan. I don't know if I can't go as a fan, just a fan. I can't because I start talking strategy. I start talking this from as a player perspective, a coach's perspective. Some people probably hate to go to a game with me because it's all analytical. Why did you do that? Why didn't you bunt? Why don't you get the guy on the right side of the field? Why don't you hit? Like, just shut up and enjoy the game. Like I could if he gets the ball to the right side of the field and gets the guy over the third. Oh man, but baseball's fun, man, and this year's going to be interesting. A lot of expectations are higher for the Cubs than they should be. You know what? Hold you, and especially if you re-sign Cody Bellinger, man, they're going to be through the roof. They're definitely playoff, not wild, playoff division. We'll see, and you know what? There's still a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. There's still a chance that Dylan Cease might go back to the Cubs. Won't that be some shit? You take Dylan Cease, you put him in the front of that Cubs rotation. Ooh, Charlie. Now you're talking. And that's still a possibility. It's still a possibility. So wouldn't have to change addresses, wouldn't have to change a house, wouldn't have to move. Just go north instead of south. So, again, pitchers and catchers have reported for the White Sox and Cubs today. Enjoy it. Baseball is here. And I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to spring training. So I might be going to Mexico City. A good friend of mine is holding a football camp out there and wants me to coach there with him. So I may save my resources for Mexico City. But it's still not a good. Maybe I might go to Arizona for a weekend. Who knows? We'll see. All right. I should have a place to stay. I got people out there. So it should be, accommodation shouldn't be that much. If I'm at the stadium, if I'm in the press box, I should have something to eat if I get credentialed. But yeah, it might be the FA. I'm not sure where it's going to be at. I'm not positive. It might be, Junior. And Brian, you do need to come up to Chicago and check out a game. You got two. Cubs Field is historic. All right, I think it's a piece of shit and run down and smells like piss, but it's historic. One of the last two original ballparks, them and Fenway. So it's definitely a go see. And then Sox Park, which is a lot more fan friendly, a lot more room, better food. Although Cubs food is the food at Wrigley Field has gotten better, but Chicago the food at Sox Park is perennially in the top 5 stadiums in Major League Baseball. Every year. So you got a whole bunch of stuff. Don't get mad because you got drunk little frat boys who keep pissing in the corners. Stop it. Every time your bathroom system doesn't work like it did a couple years ago. You still pissing in troughs, or do they have urinals now? You still pissing next to a trough next to somebody. Hey, buddy. Hopefully they got urinals there. If not, oh man. Oh God, that's awesome. That's hilarious. Well, listen, let's take a quick break. On the other side of the break, we'll talk a little Bulls, and then we'll talk like 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll finish up with some Bears talk. A lot of good stuff with the Bears, with the Bulls, and then especially the Bears. All right. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
To run for 17. Back he goes. Here comes Chubb. There goes the ball. Touchdown! Jones will walk at the left tackle. Time for Fields. Now we'll accelerate to get the first down. Great tackles, and he's off to the races. Oh, we got a terrific block.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
So I've come up with the family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311.
This year? Like a real evaluation of how you thought Luke Getsy did with Justin in the 2 years he had.
I think that Luke Getsy can be a good coach, right? But I think that you have to understand who you're coaching, right? What are the things that make them successful and how to maximize that person, right? And if you start thinking, like, work your way back from that, like, what is the end result I want? And then build an offense around that, I think that he would have come up with a different offense. I think a lot of the offense that he ran was an offense that was based around things that he's seen be successful from Aaron Rodgers. You, I, everybody who's watching know that Justin Fields is a very different quarterback than Aaron Rodgers. There's things that he can do that there's not very many other people in the world who can do, right? And let's use those skills and build an offense around that. And then we have something really, really special. Yeah, so I think that he could have done things a little bit different. He didn't, but I still think that he has some skills. He just needs a quarterback who fits into an offense in the way that he wants to run it.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. That video courtesy of Chicago Bears 360 with Coach T. His podcast was probably the biggest, one of the biggest, probably the biggest interview of the year for Bears do-it-yourself media. It had over, man, how many views did it have? Like 6,000, 7,000 views. One of the biggest ones. And I know you get of the interviews. It's great content. Let me tell you. People want to see her. Did it hit 10, Coach? I don't know. We'll see. Now I want to go see exactly how. I want to go see exactly how much how many people watched it. Here we go. Yeah, let me get it real quick. Yep, almost 10,000 views. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff, Coach. Good stuff. But I digress. We're going to talk a little Bulls, baby. The Bulls tonight, as I mentioned earlier in the show. Tonight, the Bulls travel to the land. They travel to Cleveland to play the Cavaliers. Tip off tonight. Make sure you check it out if you want on NBC Sports Chicago. It's also on the 4-letter network. It's on ESPN as well, or you can listen to it on their flagship 670 AM. The Bulls are in an interesting spot. We saw them last. We heard as the trade deadline went by last Thursday, and we heard Arturas Karnisovas talk. He kept saying something that was really telling. He kept talking about them being competitive. Then he was asked if he thought that his bosses were happy with his job to this point, with his results. And he said yes. And it made you think, and I think he literally told you what this Bulls organization and Reinsdorf are about. He kept saying the word competitive. All right, the Bulls are competitive. All right, they made the play-in last year. All right, if they make the playoffs this year, even better. All right, and that is just enough of a carrot stick to keep us going and keep us, following this team and supporting and rooting for this team. All right, because they made the playoffs. The Bulls made the playoffs this year. But you really understand that they're not a serious contender at all. Not even to come out of the East, not even just to get to the NBA Finals, not even to get to the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Are they serious contenders? They're not even serious contenders for that. But when you can market And this is how people put spins on things. But when you market it, we're a playoff team. We're a playoff team. Yes, you are. Doesn't mean you're a good team. Doesn't mean you're a good team. Doesn't mean you're a dangerous team. Doesn't mean you're a team that people should worry about. Because you're not. You know, you're not. So I'm concerned. I'll tell you what, AC, you're damn right, Papa. You're damn right. Io hit a nice three the last game to kind of seal it. Their guard play with Io and Kobe has really taken a step forward. All right. I'm starting to see the confidence coming out of Io that I hadn't seen before. I see the confidence from Kobe that I've never seen before. And I'm able to tell you from a coach's perspective that the game has slowed down for Kobe. Hell, he's getting 5, 6, 7, 8 assists a night. Come on now. When you're scoring 20 points and you're getting 6, 7, 8 assists, you're not just chucking it. You're not. All right, you're facilitating. And this is what they asked him to do, and this is what he's done. This is what he's morphed into. And this is why he's a quiet kid. And this is why you develop people. This is why you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater when they don't. Remember, Kobe was 19 years old when we got him. When we drafted him, he went to North Carolina for 1 season. That's it. 1 year. So there's and again, playing AAU basketball, I guarantee you they didn't work on a lot of fundamentals. Now with him, he broke the North Carolina State scoring record. He took Michael Jordan's title from that. So I know he didn't play defense. I know he wasn't asked to facilitate. But now you develop him. You develop him. And you give it time. And look what we've got. We already saw what happened when we don't wait. Or first of all, when we don't develop and you don't wait. Lauri Markkanen is an all-star now. Imagine Lauri Markkanen and Kobe White. Oh, they were on the same team. Crazy. Imagine them developed now together. Imagine that. So you have to develop and you have to wait. Things don't always happen in the first year or second year. But you got to have the right pieces in place. And now there's talk about DeMar said he'd love to stay with the Bulls. Well, okay. Are you willing to, DeMar, are you willing to give up some of your personal stats? And I'm talking now for a couple seasons now because he's done it since he's got back from injury. And let's be honest, Chicago's a dope town, man. I just got done telling you, summertime shy. Just got done telling you, and you know it. If you're in Chicago, you know damn well ain't no city in the world better than Chicago in the summer. None. Hands down. And maybe DeMar just is tired of moving his family. Like, let's not forget about the personal aspect of pro sports. Man, you got to pick up and move. And I don't think it's that big of a deal because they're probably with this younger generation. They're most likely getting condos. Okay, getting a condo downtown in West Town. Like, you don't have a house. Like, see, remember Mike had a house that he still can't sell? Scotty had a house up there. Like, they all had houses up there. Okay? They had houses. Here, it's most likely just condos. So the move wouldn't be that bad. Like moving out of an apartment because you can't spread out like you can in a house. But I just think he might be tired. He might like Chicago and just see something here. He loves the city. He loves his teammates. Say, hey, let me finish a bowl. Maybe he feels the organization, he's been happy with the way the organization has treated him. Okay, cool. But can that win? Because he's going to have to give it up. In the last game when they lost to, who did they lose to? Was it Orlando? I don't remember. But DeMar took the last shot. And I don't think he should have. I don't think he should have taken the last shot. I think on a night when Kobe was going well, I think Kobe deserves that last shot. Now you can start it off with DeMar. Orlando. It was Orlando. Thank you, AC. You can start it off with DeMar. All right, and hey, and the thing, DeMar, you get in there. Kobe, I need you to come around and set a high screen for Kobe. I need you, Kobe, you come off. DeMar, hit him in the corner, hit him at the top of the key, wherever. But this is for Kobe. I think DeMar is going to have to be okay with that. Because I think Kobe is the guy that we need to go to now. He's the guy that I feel comfortable with. I don't know about you guys, but I feel comfortable with Kobe taking the last shot now. I don't have no qualms, none whatsoever about Kobe taking the last shot. Hell no. I have no apprehension at all with Kobe taking the last shot now. None. Oh, snap. Black Diamond in the Mickey Ficky house. Good morning, Papa. Better late than never. I appreciate you. I know life gets in the way. Sometimes you just can't get in at 9. I feel you. Hell, I don't even start at 9. I start at 9:01, 9:02 sometimes. I feel you. Thank you for tuning in, Papa. I appreciate it. All my sports owners in the house getting it in, coming in. But Kobe's the guy that I want taking the last shot. I don't apologize. I'm not saying sorry. No, it's smooth. The game moves. You guys, this is life. The only constant in life is change. That's it. Everything will change. Everything. I told my former girlfriends and shit, hey, everything's temporary. Oh, so we're temporary? I'm like, yeah. Either we're going to break up or one of us is going to die. We'll both die, and it's over. You're a jerk. But everything's temporary. The only constant is change. DeMar, you had a great 3-4 years here with us. As the closer, I'm not saying I want you to leave, but as a closer, now it's time. You need a younger guy. You need someone else to step up. And I think Kobe, most importantly, not the skill, he's got the cojones. He's got the mentality. Anyone can take a last shot. What does it do to you if you miss it? If you miss it, are you gun shy? Kobe's not. Kobe's got the confidence to say, I'm going to nail this sumbitch. If he misses it, you know what? Tonight, I'm going to nail this sumbitch. And if it's 7 nights in a row, guess what? I'm going to nail this sumbitch. I'm going to get this. You know what I mean? Be smooth? I don't know. I'm not going to touch that. I'm not touching that one, B. You're damn right he's earned it. AC, you're damn right. Kobe has earned it. Kobe has earned that right to be the closer. Give it to him. Give it to him. And if Io can get to that point and we have 2 closers, come on, man. Come on, man. Io's got to start hitting more shots, or if he's got to start hitting clutch threes. My thing with Kobe, because he can drive to the hole, he can pull up from Winnetka, he can drive to the hole. His arsenal, you have to. He's going to start getting put in the same thing, the same breath as like a Dame or Steph, where he comes across half court. The same category, like, oh shit, he might pull it and hit it. He's going to have that type of respect. Io needs to be the type of guy, like, I don't know, he's not going to have that same type of respect, but I want him to be a lockdown, that catch and shoot 3-point assassin. Yeah. I need more, Cornelius. I need more. I like that start. Average hitting 5 threes a game. Hell yeah, I like that start. And you know what I would really like? I like Kobe White in the game, comes, dribble, come off a screen. Someone back screens. Io hits the corner. Kobe gives it to Io. Corner three, splash. Bulls win. Because once you have two of those guys together, now you're screwed. Once you know he's that dead-eye Byron Scott, he's that dead-eye Craig Hodges, he's that dead-eye B.J. Armstrong, he's that dead-eye John Paxson, he's that dead-eye Vinnie Johnson for all you Piston fans. Now you got a problem. Now you got a Mickey Ficky problem. And if I'm Kobe, my thought is to get Io the ball sooner. I want him to take the game-winning shot sooner than later. Like tonight, get it tonight. Because I want him to be on my level. I want people to understand that there's two of us now, not just me. There's two of us on the court that can hit a game winner. Because what happens is with Kobe can do everything. He can drive the whole. I still didn't realize he's 6'5". I think I found out last year he was 6'5". No, he's 6'3". He said, no, he's 6'5". I'm like, no way. Yeah, he said he's 6'5". I'm like, what the hell? Or dead-eyed Reggie Miller. I don't want to put him in Reggie's category. That's a whole nother stratosphere, Brian. But I get your point. Reggie was a whole nother beast. Yeah, he's up there in the Dame and the Steph. Yes, I will definitely put him in that category. Yes. Ask Spike Lee about that one. But what happens is this. Who are you going to double team? So if you double team, you set a double team at the top of the key as soon as he crosses half court. If he gets by it, guess what? Now you can set a pick for. First of all, you got to attack him. You got to close on him. Now it's easy for someone to set a pick. It's easy for Io to get lost in the corner. Or even if he's just coming up the court, it gets by his defender. Now it's super easy for somebody to pick Io's guy. Set a screen for Io's guy and have Io hit the corner, have Io run the baseline, catch it, turn and shoot. When you have two guards who are the closers, who can handle the ball the way they do, who can move and who can penetrate the way that they both can, it's a problem. Which is why I want that to happen sooner. Hell, tonight, sooner than later. Where Kobe gets the final shot, he passes it off to Io. Io nails it. Game over. Bulls win. That is going to be that'll be the epochal moment, the change of perception of this team when that happens. You know, there's a certain point in different seasons and with teams like, oh, I remember when this happened, I knew it was going to go this way. When that happened, I knew it was going to go that way. When that situation happens, when Kobe has the last shot and gives it up to Io and he hits it for the game winner, that will change the Bulls. That will change the Bulls. Cornelius, now Vooch has to let Kobe, Io, and AC shoot threes now. Yeah. Vooch, stay your ass down low. Stay your ass down low. Or you know what, Vooch? How about make yourself useful? How about you go set the screen for Io, for Kobe, for AC? Crazy. Well, listen, let's take a quick break. And on the side of the break, all right, we'll finish up with some Bears talk. We got a lot of Bears talk, baby. I'm looking forward to it. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Off the fake. Fields against the grain. Finds Jesse James. Field. With time. Delivers down to the field. And
911, operator 901. Where's the emergency?
127 Brymere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushrooms.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency
Do you
line.
know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
What was your assessment of Justin Fields, his play this past season, and did he live up to expectations?
Yeah. I know from my standpoint, and I come to the table, I'm a supporter of Justin, because I got a chance to work with him when I was commissioner of the Big Ten Conference. He is incredibly talented. He is smart. He works hard, and he wants to be a great NFL football player. Justin has a rare combination of intelligence, of size, of strength, and speed. You forget how big of a man he is until you're up on him. He's not a small man. And so I just think every year he's going to continually get better. So I'm glad he's on the Chicago Bears.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of WGN. That was Jared Payton's interview with Bears president Kevin Warren. I just want to again wish all you guys here a very happy Valentine's Day from everyone at Sports Zone Chicago. Just want you to enjoy it. All right, we care about you. And we appreciate the love and the support. And listen, we're trying to get our subs up. We're trying to get our subscriptions up on my YouTube channel. Make sure you spread the word. All right, make sure you spread the word to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll help help us here at Sports Zone Chicago maneuver and get a hell of a lot more things. It's easier for sponsors and things like that when they see us up over 1,000. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. If you have two or three different emails, please subscribe there as well. Use all of them. All right, we'll take all we can get because, again, it gives us a lot more leeway with sponsors and bring you more content, more good content here at Sports Zone Chicago. So, again, from everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, happy Valentine's Day. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day and evening. All right. That was Kevin. Okay. He said, he's a politician. All right. I'm not ready to go, see what he said? Oh, he's going to lead the team in it. It's lying season. You have to, and he knows it. All right. There's things that have to be said. And as far as, Tara, what's up, baby? Good morning, Baba. You made it. You made it, dog. You made it. You hopped on that train like, whoop, hold that door. Hey, good to have you, man. I appreciate it. Right now, Justin Fields is still the number one. He's still our quarterback. He's still employed by the Bears. He's still under contract by the Bears for next year. Okay, and so until something happens, Kevin Warren did a good job of respecting his players. Okay, first and foremost. Okay, and not giving anything away when, which I'm sure Ryan Poles is thankful for. But he understands. He knows what he can and can't say. He knows it. He gets it. I'm excited as this thing goes on. Okay, I really am. Unfortunately, the toxicity that has come with it has really divided this fan base is sad. All right, it's really, really, really sad. And you get people on here who don't know jack spit about football, but talking shit. You get people who watch other people and they parrot and echo what they say. Okay. And they don't understand some people have agendas. Some people have their own, reasons for this. I don't get it. All right. It's easy to spin things and whatever. It's gotten really toxic, and people are just, you got one local radio host writing a love letter to Caleb Williams. All right, you got another Jamoke local radio dude who buys a jersey, and people, you don't understand what you're doing. This is the crazy part. If you're Caleb Williams' parents, okay, you're sitting with Caleb and going, do you want to go to that mess? Look what they're doing to Justin Fields. Look what they're doing to Justin Fields. Look at all the hate spew. Justin's a bum. Justin's this. Justin's that. Look at that. Do you want to go play there? Because if you have a bad season, you throw a couple picks, they're going to do the same shit to you. They're going to do the same thing to you. They will turn on you in a heartbeat. Look how fast they turned on Justin. So be careful, stupid, toxic Caleb Williams fans. And not all Caleb Williams fans are stupid and toxic. I'm not saying that at all. All right. Now, again, I understand why you want him. I understand it. I see that side of that argument, and it makes complete sense. I get it. I'm not talking to the people who understand it and who aren't toxic and stupid. I'm definitely not talking to you guys. But to all the stupid, toxic Caleb people, look what you're doing. You might actually drive him away. Do you want to go to that toxic place over there if you screw up, or do you want to come back home where they're going to have love for you? Everyone says the Bears have I guess the Bears do have all the leverage, but they can manage it. They can use that leverage to get what they want. They can use it. Oh no, Steve-O. Keep the other stuff up. Put the other stuff back up with the Magic Johnson and stuff like that. I'm gonna use that. I should have put keep in there. My mistake. But think of what you're doing. It's very similar to, you don't sit at a table with people who like to talk about other people, because you'll be the next topic of conversation when you leave, when you go to the bathroom, when you go get a drink, when you whatever. So watch what you're doing, because you actually may be pushing him away. You actually may be pushing Caleb and his camp to say, yeah, you know what? I don't want to go there. I know in Washington, I'll get a lot of love. And I'm not saying the Bears have to trade with Washington. They don't. But if they come up with a nice little trade package in return, yeah. And I think the Bears, ideally, the Bears would want to trade with Washington because they could do the double trade back. And think of the haul, because you're going to get a minimum 2 first-round picks. And I don't know about a player. I'm thinking a player. 2 first-round picks, maybe a second and a play. Okay? Then you go down to number 2. Then you say, who wants number 2? Well, guess what? You're going to get 2 first-round picks, probably a second round. Okay, maybe take a second round off, or maybe take that player off. With 2 first rounds and a second. Do you realize how crazy that would be? And if you're the Bears, you could have, so with the first pick, you could trade back. You can get a first round pick in 24, 25. Okay. And then if you trade back from with the number 2 spot, you could get a first round pick in 24 and 26. So now you have 2 first round picks in 24, 25, and 26. Again, what better way to build a team? There's a lot of other positions. And again, the Bears might keep the pick and draft Caleb. And I've said it here before. I'll say it here again. All right, I'm not anti-Caleb. Because I'm pro-Justin doesn't mean that I hate Caleb Williams. It doesn't. I just think Justin would be the best person to run this organization. Okay? I wish Caleb nothing but the best. One of my best friends in college, who I'm still trying to get on here, but he's a teacher at the school, was his high school coach. You know what I mean? I have no ill will toward that guy whatsoever. And if he happens to be the quarterback here, I'm still going to root for the Bears. I'll be upset about it, but I'll get over it. But I'm not rooting for this kid, this young black man, to fail. I'm not. I'm not at all. And neither should you. He's a young man who wants to live his dream. I just want him to be successful somewhere else. And I think he can have a phenomenal career in Washington. I think he can make tons of money in Washington. Think of the endorsement deals in Washington, in D.C. alone, in Virginia, in Maryland. So I don't want anyone to think that because I'm pro-Justin, that means I'm anti-Caleb. It means I hate Caleb. That means I think Caleb kicks puppies or he's a pedophile. No, not at all. From what I've seen and from the film that I've watched, Justin have. To me, Justin's the best person to lead this organization. From his leadership perspective, to the way he rallies the troops, the way this team stand behind him, to the poor coaching that he's had, and still having the ability to have splash plays despite the poor coaching and the poor development and the poor construction of an offense. And he's still one of the top 100 players. Get him some coaching. And now we do. Now they have coaches in place. So if Justin's our dude and they don't move off of him, I'll be happy as a pig and slop. If they do move off from him and go with Caleb, I won't be as happy, but I'll still be a Bears fan. I'm still going to root for the Bears. Yeah, Keith, they're not taking him at 1. They're not taking Marvin Harrison Jr. at 1. Not when you know you can get a haul. And let's not get it twisted. They're happy to come off of Marvin Harrison Jr. if they get more picks. If you get more picks, because I would, and this makes sense. Just because you don't have I personally think that Marvin Harrison is the only slam dunk in this draft. And I'm not saying Caleb Williams can't be a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying Drake May can't be a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying as of right now, I say the best no frills guy, or the best can't miss guy, or the only can't miss guy is Marvin Harrison Jr. Okay. Who knows how things progress? Okay. No one knew Patrick Mahomes was a first ballot Hall of Famer when he came out. So let's, you know what I mean? My feeling is Marvin Harrison Jr. is the only person who's probably going to get a gold jacket in this class. But it doesn't mean that there aren't others. It doesn't mean other people can't ascend. It doesn't mean other people can't be great. Maybe they're not Hall of Famers, but they can be great. I'll take a couple of those great, maybe not Hall of Famers, but great players. I'll take 2 of those great players who aren't Hall of Famers as opposed to 1 Hall of Famer. Say it, Julian. Julian have only 2 QBs with 5 or more years of tenure here since '85, McMahon and Cutler. Yeah, maybe that's an issue, Julian. Maybe stop changing quarterbacks all the damn time. Julian, your first time I've seen you in the chat, Papa. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. You know, you believe that they're actually looking back to trade of 1 and 9. Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. I can see them trading back from 1 and 9. Oh yeah, I can see that. I can see that easily. And because it's so deep in wide receiver, we might not get Marvin Harrison Jr. And that would suck. That would really suck. But it ain't going to suck when you get a Romeo Dunze. Okay? Or Dunze. Okay? Or you get the Malik Neighbors. Or you get an Xavier Leggett. Or you get any of the other stud wide receivers. Okay? It's not going to suck when you get an edge rusher. Okay? Again, give me a couple of good to great players over one if I can't get that one generational talent that I feel. One generational, I'd be happy. All right, it's the law of averages. The more great players you get, the more you're going to hit on, as opposed to you just get one guy and you're hoping he hits, and if he doesn't, you're batting 0. But if you get 4 and 2 hit, now you're batting 500. No, Keith, here's why. If you go with Michael Penix, I think that indicates you're staying with Justin. I think you need to get a quarterback in the 2nd or 3rd round and let them develop, let them fight it out with Tyson Bagent. Because it's not what would happen is the NFL has, thanks to the 49ers, remember Christian McCaffrey was taking snaps last year in the NFC Championship game. You can actually add a 3rd emergency quarterback that doesn't count against your 53-man roster. So now you can have 2 quarterbacks that you're developing. You have Tyson Bagent, who has a year ahead of you, and then you have a Michael, whoever it is. Maybe if you trade back from that 9 pick, I'm okay with like a J.J. McCarthy, or if Michael Penix, say we trade down to 16, and Michael Penix is at 16, I might go there. But no, I wouldn't. No, because give me a tight end. Unless you can go get it, unless you feel confident in your scouts that you got a really good tight end in the 2nd round or 3rd round. Okay. But I do want a quarterback taken this year. I want a great backup. Get Michael Penix in this system. Tyson Bagent is in this system. It's very similar. It's a very similar concept. So it's not like they're changing offenses again. But now you got a guy in Tyson Bagent who is a very good backup quarterback. And you'll have a Michael Penix if you trade back, 12, 13, 14. And now you 2 fight it out. And you 2, guess what? You 2 are getting better. You 2 are getting better. So if Justin Fields goes down, and it's the NFL, it means not for long. He can be out another 3 weeks. Hell, he can be out 1 game. But whoever you put in, you feel confident that they're in this system. I know I'll feel a lot more confident next year if Tyson Bagent goes in and if Justin goes down, or if whoever goes down. I feel a lot more confident in Tyson Bagent because he's had a year in the system. And the kid's got some cojones. The kid's thrown 1 trillion passes in college. And repetition is the mother of success. The mother of success. You can remember, this is what people talk about. It's not Caleb versus Justin. because it's not. It's Caleb versus Justin and the haul that you're going to get, the number of players that you're going to get. So the question is, is Poles going to be able to get the right wide receiver? You've seen he's had a couple issues with that. All right, the Chase Claypool situation. All right, the Velus Jones Jr. situation, the Darnell Scott, the Tyler Scott situation. Like, I don't see any dogs at receiver that he's drafted. I need something better from that wide receiver core. If Tyler Scott makes that catch, makes the crazy catch over the shoulder for the touchdown, I have a little more confidence. That's a crazy catch. Not a good throw, not a great throw, but a catch you should make in the NFL. You make that, I have more confidence in that young man. He has more confidence in himself. So I got to be leery. And I hope they don't screw up and get the wrong wide receiver, because that seems to be his only area of improvement when it comes to drafting. And that's wide receiver. But if you get the right one, like, it was easy to say you want DJ Moore. He was on the team. He's productive. 5 years. Three of the years he had 1,000 yards. With 27 quarterbacks in his 5 years, give or take. We have 8 quarterbacks or something like that. I'm kidding. Exaggerating for effect, of course. Easy to pick DJ Moore, add him in the draft, in that trade deal. Now, can you scout him? Can you get him? Because your Velus Jones Jr. and your Tyler Scott haven't worked out yet. But Velus Jones, that could be all null and void if Waldron comes in and uses him properly. And all of a sudden, Velus Jones is like, whoa! Like, where was this? Because you'll get a coach who knows how to use him. But for me, Tyler Scott, I was like, man, dude, I'm like, you got to catch it. You got to catch. You got to make these big boy catches. You got to give your quarterback confidence that he can throw you the ball in any situation. He's a good backup with knowledge in the system, and he'll fire the ball, and hopefully Waldron will see some in him and let him push it down the field, because it was all lateral with Bajan. They're like, oh, he's got a 75% completion rate. I'm like, yeah, they're 2 yards downfield. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do with the center position. All right, the center position is huge. You got the kid out of West Virginia. It just lost me. So what's the kid from West Virginia's name? I know one of you guys in the chat will know. All right, the kid out of West Virginia. You got Cedric Van Pran, the kid out of Georgia. You got JPJ, the kid out of Oregon. You got 3 good centers. You can, Keith. I don't know if they're going to come up off that. Here's why. You're going to want to keep receivers for your new quarterback. I know you got scary Terry McLaurin, but you keep McLaurin and you keep Curtis Samuels. For now, Caleb Williams, if that trade is made with Washington, now Caleb Williams has 2 legit receivers to throw to. I say go give me one of the defensive guys. I say go give me Deron Payne as a 3 tech, or Jonathan Allen, your other D tackle. Oh, Sam is a free agent. Oh, if he's a free agent, okay. Nothing wrong with bringing him in then. Nothing. But how much is he going to cost? See, remember, we want to keep these costs down, okay? Because if you do keep Justin, he's going to cost. And I say 30 to 35, and my guy Brandon was saying, the going rate is 40. He might get 40. I'm saying 30, 35. I think the Bears screwed him with this horrible situation. And because his production isn't where it should be, they might not offer him that. And maybe they're going to have to pay him that. But let's not forget, the salary cap's going up it goes up every year. So you want to keep your costs at a minimum. If you can get someone in the draft, which is why this haul is so important. Because now you get people slotted in 4-year deals. And it's not expensive. The only thing is how you're going to is it mostly front loaded? I mean, it's what are we going to do about the O-line? I like the O-line. Here's my thought. Thank you for asking, Daryl. I'm okay with Darnell Wright. I'm okay with nasty Nate Davis. All right, let's not forget Nate Davis had the issue with his mom. His mom was sick, so that's why he was gone most of the beginning of the year. Then he got hurt. All right, he's good. All right, I love Tevin Jenkins. I think you might want to kind of extend it, give an extra 2 years, just because you worry about his health. But give him 2 years because what he's done for you to this point, it's been great when healthy. I think we need an upgraded center. I think the Seattle center is a free agent. I think you bring him over for 2 years while you sign Cedric Van Pran, while you draft Cedric Van Pran or Zach Frazier or JPJ, the kid out of Oregon. Okay? And you let them take over next year. And then the left tackle spot, I'm okay right now with Braxton Jones. Okay? I'm okay with Braxton Jones. His ceiling to me, and you go back and look at all the tape and all of my previous shows. His ceiling to me is an above average left tackle. He's not there yet. I think he's an average left tackle right now. Okay? I think his ceiling is an above average left tackle, and here's why. His footwork is great. Will he be able to anchor? He got stronger last year. But you have to remember, that's only one offseason. He's going from Southern Utah to the NFL. That's a big jump. That's from, I don't even know, was that D2? You got to go to 1AA to 1A to a Power 5 to the NFL. Like, that's a big jump in class. In his first year, he did well until they found out he couldn't handle the bull rush. Well, guess what? He got his ass in the weight room. He worked with Olin Kreutz, and his bull rush, his anchoring was better last year. Not great, it was better. And then my guy Nomad, who I do a show on, and make sure you check it out today. We'll be on at noon today. It'll be on my personal page, Facebook page, as well as the Nomad Network. It's going to be on our Sports Zone Chicago YouTube page coming up soon. He said, hey, you got to look at, he goes, if he's got thin legs or big legs, it's a big difference. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. That makes a lot of sense. He doesn't have big legs. So we can get him bigger, but there's some people who just got big legs. I was one of them growing up. My mom always said, I could tell you on the field because I could tell by your big legs and your ass. Okay? So if you don't want to address that, I think they're good, Daryl. I think they're good for another year because guess what? We got 2 first-round picks next year. We got 2 first-round picks the following season. And if you see a left tackle, and what if one of those first picks is number 12 and you see a left tackle, man, you go get him. Okay? I think the depth is where someone mentioned depth, Cornelius. But it can address O-line depth at third or fourth. Good safeties. Good. Oh, good safeties. Man, I was talking to – I'm telling you, you got to check out the show that I do with Nomad. It's a great show. We're talking – it's 2 football guys who know their shit. I'm looking for the card. Damn it. Here it is. Yeah, you can give me some hungry guys. And let's got to get it twisted. Free agency is going to come. You're going to get some guys who, are just looking for a gig. Guys who've been in the NFL, who are going to be very inexpensive. Okay, you can look for guys who came from the same type of system. What about any of the Seattle offensive linemen? Are they coming up for free agency? Any guards coming up for free agency? Because I told you the center is a free agent, so you may go get him. Someone who worked with Shane Waldron. But if you do take a tackle, if you do take I know Joe Alter, Romeo Dunes, or Olu will probably gone in the 9th pick or wherever we draft. If we trade that 9th pick, they'll probably be gone. If they're not, shit, take them. But if they are, then we got to see who the next tier of offensive tackles are. Because if you get an upgrade, if you get an immediate upgrade at left tackle, then hey, I have no problem saying, hey, listen, Braxton Jones, you've been great. You're our swing tackle. So do you think we need a free agent? Oh, yes, we need a center. Get that kid out. Get that young man out of Seattle. I believe is a free agent. He's already worked with Shane Waldron. He knows the system. He understands the line calls. He understands everything. So bringing him over would be a huge increase or upgrade, excuse me. I say increase. It'd be a huge upgrade. The center from Seattle, I want to say, can't remember his name. Okay. Because Keith, it's very possible. It's very possible that he throws the bag at them because he wants that. You need that short up. You want success immediately? Yeah, you may want to do that. When you throw the bag, like you can sign those guys for 3 years, front load it, and in year 2 in 25, you can, if you draft a center this year, you draft one of those big 3 centers. Year 25, they start rotating. Year 26, the rookie the draft pick takes over. There won't be a lot of money on that contract from the free agent. All right, he'll kind of morph into the backup role. He'll be healthy. He can go out and get another. Oh, Evan Brown's the center in Seattle. That's him. Yeah. Then depending on how old is he? How old is he? Yeah. Football Center. Here it is. 27. That's right on the cusp of where I'll give a 3-year deal, 4-year deal. Yeah, I'm okay. 27. He'll be 28 and the season starts. September 16th is his birthday. So he'll be 28 as the season goes. 28, 29, 30, 31. You give him a 4-year deal. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I like it because it brings, and you're going to overpay, but here's why I'm okay with it. Because of the fact that he's already acclimated to that system. Now, if you want to get one of those guys in the 3rd round, if they're still there, cool. But I would say in the 4th round, you'll get a center that you can develop. A guy that you maybe got injured and his draft stock fell because he was injured. And here's another thing I want to do as far as the O-line. Switch. Nate Davis, you're going to have to play left guard. I know you played right guard your whole life. Guess what? We gave you 30 million reasons. Okay, well, now we're going to give you 20 million more reasons why you're going to left guard. I want Tevin Jenkins and I want Darnell Wright on the same goddamn side. Period. End of story. I want that to be the strong side. Sorry, I'm not even going to say bullshit you. I'm not sorry. I want Tevin Jenkins and Darnell Wright on the right side. Period. Yeah, Cornelius, definitely get a center. That's what I said. If you sign him, cool. Get a center in the 3rd, 4th round, 5th round. If you sign Evan Brown, was that his name? Yeah. If you sign him, cool. Still draft a center in the 4th or 5th round. We still got enough. Oh, okay. Thank you. But I'm looking forward to this, man. I'm loving this. You know, one guy I want to take a flyer on again and invite him to camp is Terrell Lewis. He was a defensive end, outside linebacker from Alabama, played with the Rams, got hurt, came here last year, led the team in sacks in the preseason, and they cut him. I don't know if he landed anybody, if he's on a practice squad somewhere. I don't know. But I want him to come back. He is a guy that was making plays, and believe me, I'm not giving him a gold jacket by any stretch, but that dude can play. Yeah, that is IHOP. That would be IHOP. That would be the House of Pancakes, man. That's for goddamn sure. Those two on the same side, and you get a good tight end on their side, even Cole Kmet, or say you draft Brock Bowers, who also can block. You bring in an offensive lineman, you have him as, you go in 22 personnel and bring in a backup offensive lineman as a move tight end in motion. Come on, man. just to wash that whole right side down. Tevin Jenkins, Darnell Wright, Cole Kmet. You get a wing, a tight end. You get on the other tight end, you get another wing. Okay, that is an offensive lineman that's checked in as eligible. They block down. He blocks through. Got a fullback. No, you couldn't have a fullback at that particular point. So maybe you just don't have the wing. You just have those three and a guy in motion, and you go 22 personnel. You can go 23 personnel. And you know what? You don't need a wide receiver. 2 tight ends, a wing, 2 fullback, a fullback and a tailback. You don't need a wide receiver. We're coming at you. We're going to punch you in the mouth. But you mentioned safeties earlier. So my guy Nomad was telling me, look at Dominique Hampton out of Washington. We already got Kyler Gordon out of there, so we know that they coach him up well. Then you got Tyler Nubin out of Minnesota. He's a local product. Went to St. Charles North, right in St. Charles. That's where my cousin's boys played football. And so yeah, I like the safeties because we're gonna have to do something with Eddie Jackson, whether we cut him or if he comes back. And even if you pay him this year, I don't know if you pay him. I would say pay him and then next year let him go and let one of these safeties take over, or ask him to restructure something. But you got to do something at the safety position because Eddie Jackson is, he's on his last. He's on the way out. All right, and those are 2 safeties that my guy Nomad had mentioned: Dominique Hampton out of the University of Washington, or Tyler Nubin out of Minnesota. He's a local kid again from St. Charles North, out of the northwest suburbs. So, man, good stuff. If you like this stuff, make sure you tune in. You could catch it right here on Shawn on my personal page if you're watching on Facebook. All right, on my personal page, you can check it out. Nomad and I'll be on in about an hour at 12 o'clock, maybe about 12. If I gotta head over to CrossFit and pick up the warden. She's over in class right now, and I gotta go get her. But we'll be on right around 12 o'clock, maybe a few minutes late, or a few minutes after, I should say, because depending on what time I get back. We're going to talk more. It's all Bears talk. All Bears talk. So if you enjoyed it, cool. No, Jack, on a team-friendly deal, Jack, on a team-friendly deal, we can keep him. Yeah, we could. So you're talking Connor Williams in Miami. Okay, another one. I like it. Well, listen, guys, 2 hours is coming and going. I want to thank everyone in the chat. You guys were awesome today, as usual. You guys are always jumping. I want to just, again, take time out to say thank you and appreciate it. This show will replay tonight at 6 o'clock. Okay? At 6 o'clock, but at 12 o'clock in 1 hour, a little less than an hour. It's 11:02, a little less than an hour. You can come back to my personal Facebook page, all right, or check out the Nomad Network on YouTube. And we're going to have our football show. We haven't come up with a name with it yet. We're going to come up with it. We're working on it, but it'll be there soon. All right. We'll see you tonight. See you in an hour, hopefully. If you can't, just listen. If you can't watch it, then listen. All right. Just put it on the background if you're at work. All right. But listen, you have a great day. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Happy Ash Wednesday to you guys as well. Happy Ash Wednesday. So it's officially Smash Wednesday. Ash Wednesday and Valentine's Day. It's Smash Wednesday. All right, folks, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in an hour in the other show. And this show will be replayed later. All right. From everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago. Guys, I'm your boy, the Superback, Shawn Sierra. Have a great, great day.